one of the great tools that we're now beginning to develop and have available, these wearable technologies, and StrideSAFE represents that aspect of that, where we're taking objective data that we collect from these accelerometers carried in the saddle tail on those horses during a race, and we're looking at 9 different planes of movement of that horse, taking 2 to 4,000 measurements every second that the horse is moving, and then drawing a fingerprint of how that horse moves. It's kind of the analogy of the black box that people are familiar with from an FAA standpoint. Are those things that we're capturing in that space, so that we can kind of really look and take those subjective observations and then translate them into objective data that we can use to analyze the quality and movement of the horse. And in Kentucky, what's happened is both, we have multiple really, I think, rewarding collaborations that we share with Churchill Downs and Kentucky Downs and other racing associations working here, to where everyone is sort of invested in this experience of using StrideSAFE and these wearable technologies, to where we've been building sort of across the jurisdiction of horses that we share amongst ourselves a lot of really good information through a calendar year of those horses moving from our various racing associations, competing on different surfaces, and then kind of have this, risk assessment model for how those horses are doing or how they might change throughout the year. And if you think about that in terms of what we kind of have going on in Kentucky, the experience that horses will have from our, dirt surface here to the one that happens at Churchill Downs or their turf surface, coming off of what has happened through a synthetic experience that they had at Turfway Park through the winter here, has kind of been really an interesting opportunity for us to learn more and then to apply more about what we've gained from access into that wearable technology space through StrideSAFE. And, to give David Lambert and Greg Packman, a lot of credit, they do a great job of engaging with us in the racing association space and working with our horsemen and then the attending veterinarians, because one of the things that I've talked to them about is they're creating a toolkit, right, for the horsemen and for their attending veterinarians who are really responsible for the welfare of that racehorse, to make sure that they're doing their utmost best every time a horse sets foot on a racetrack.
So one quick follow-up question to that. Is it now mandatory? Are all horses wearing it at Keeneland when they race and when they work?
No, they're all wearing it when they race. So, currently
okay.
the application is for every runner that competes at our meet will be carrying one of those sensors in the saddle towel. So that the focus has been, on using the technology there and then providing that as the tool that then can kind of give direct feedback to the trainers and their veterinarians.